Hi guys, my name is Grace and I'm doing a Divine Masculine Update energy reading. This is specifically for the 21st of March to the 28th of March. But if you found this video at a later date, then I believe these messages are meant for you. And also bear with me because I have been problems with communication, and I think it's because of the Mercury retrograde that will be happening. I think it's starting 22nd of March to the 15th of April. So if you've been feeling very impatient and there's been so much delays, and people around you are just, I don't know, angry, it's most probably because of the Mercury retrograde. So I just want to let you know about that, because it will affect, I think it's a very significant time that it's happening right now, because what I got is the actual phrase is like, shit is about to go down. like that's just how I get messages. But I just feel like yeah, it's similar to a tower. It's similar to a tower card. Anything that is not is built on an unstable foundation will be forced to crumble. And yeah, for example, if it's a karmic, if it's divine masculine's karmic or divine feminine's karmic situation, it's just no longer, you can't just stay on it any longer. If it's if it's not built on trust, and obviously, and yeah, that's just what I feel. So it will just shake things up. And for us, for most of us, it's, when you look at the silver lining, sometimes things needs to fall apart to be able for you to build it back up again, now on a stronger and stable foundation. And yeah, that's just what I got. What else? Also with it will teach us determination, because if just I just hope, I'm having I'm having very hard time on staying patient, because aside from the Mercury retrograde, it's happening in the sign of Aries. So if you know Aries sign, it's very, very impulsive energy, and it's very like, just like to do things like now, and like to take control. It's a very so the impatient energy is also coming from that. But with the Mercury retrograde and all the delays and disruptions on communications, I mean, what a great combination that is. But yeah, so anyway, here's the reading for you. That's the introduction. I hope you find it helpful anyway. So during this time where divine masculine is at, in regards to their mental state, in regards to their divine feminine, on their mental state, we have here the 10 of Swords and the High Priestess. So for me, that means that the 10 of Swords here, it means they're coming into completion. And what I got from this card also is that they're surrendering. They're finally now surrendering, like, but it also feels like they've been beaten down. They've been thinking so hard, so much. They've been overthinking. And I feel like some divine feminines too are overthinking, because personally myself, I identify as divine feminine, so have been overthinking so much too. But this is good because it's their surrendering. They're finally now surrendering. So much thoughts, but yeah, they're surrendering. And with the high priestess here, it's heightened intuition. Very intuitive, and they're just quietly contemplating. Um, it's also inner knowingness, and it's interesting because um, this surrendering to the universe, and this is very interesting with the high priestess here because um, if you remember from the last reading, if you watch that, it's or if you haven't watched that, it's about for the collective, the divine masculines are on a hermit mode, and hermit mode going within, getting wisdom. So now they've awakened, they've or they're awakening, and they have this like inner knowingness, like on their mental state. So that's very good, and that's a very good progress. Slow but good progress for me. And um it feels like they are weighing things out very carefully. They are tired, and it's not an easy process. Because with the 10 of swords here, and it feels like during their thinking, they have encountered their dark side. They've encountered their shadow self, because we all have that, and those are the things that we just want to like forget and put under the rug, and you just want to move on with your life, but you can't really properly move on unless you've um in a good place. I mean, release this, like face your shadow self and balance it with your light. And I feel like they're doing that. They're in the process of doing that, or they will be doing that. The collective, because we have here it's also balanced for me with the two pillars here, twin flame connection, and also the light and the dark. So yeah, it's good. And it with the high priestess here, I feel like they're still trying to keep it secret about what they think, because they're being extra careful, and they don't want to mess it up this time. That's what I'm getting. And for emotional state, divine masculine's emotional state in regards to their divine feminine during this time, we have here the 10, another 10 of wands this time. So it's really about coming into completion. And also what I've noticed is that, their emotions, they've been battling it for so long, and it feels like to me it's a self-imposed, like, these emotions, and they've um they've been carrying it for so long, and it's getting heavier and heavier, and it feels like it's coming into completion. They're now finally getting ready to like release those emotions, release and I feel like um it's they're coming into balance. And this what I've noticed, look how this is very similar to with the moon card here and the high priestess here. It's a very similar card with the moon here, with the high priestess. We have here the moon, and it's about secrets with the moon here, and we have here the moon card, like the actual moon. And also we have here the two pillars as well, very very similar. And we have here completion, 10 of wands and 10 of swords. So I feel like that's significant for this reading. What I'm getting for that is that they're finally, their thoughts, because this is mental, this is emotional, their thoughts and emotions are now synchronized with each other. It's coming into balance, and it's coming into resolution. Like it's on the same it's they're not battling it anymore. They're getting into the like the same. I can't get it to the right term, but I hope you know what I mean. And you know how you battle out what your mind is thinking is different from your emotions. Now it's getting into balance. There's what they're thinking is what they're feeling now, and I think that's good. And but still there's it's still intuition, heightened intuition, and secrets with the moon here. So it's still secret, but the fact that they're very similar now, coming into balance, synchronized, is a good thing. Again, it's not easy. It's a burden. It felt like a burden to them, and it's more like a self-imposed one. I've already said that it is, and it has to happen. It's more like they learned it through the hard way, through experience. They have to go through this. Anyway, so now the next cards are, how are they seeing their divine feminine during this time? And we have here the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, with the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like with these cards, with the Ace of Cups, it's just it just represents something that they want to offer you, because this is the cards for how they're seeing their divine feminine, and they want to offer this cup to you, this overflowing love and commitment. It could be marriage, what I got, and someone that can also they also feel like you are divine feminines, or someone that can offer them this emotional fulfillment that they've been wanting for so long. And also, to me, it feels like I got the phrase renewal of vows, something like that. Renewal of vows. And with the Page of Pentacles here and Queen of Wands, it feels like with the Queen of Wands here, there's divine feminines. Their divine masculines are seeing you in this light, and very very funny, because I've watched this video earlier about a girl on fire, and it's very synchronistic. I just felt like dang, this is like the girl on fire. They seen you like this go-getter, the one that goes after what they want, independent, fierce in a very good way, and maybe feisty, but in a very good way. Also very determined, someone that doesn't give up, go after what they want. They they can do their things on their own. That's how they're seeing you. And they feel a bit intimidated. They still see themselves, I feel like, the Page of Pentacles, like, they're still on this how I know that's how they see themselves. They want to offer you something, but it feels like they're not, at least financially, or financially ready, or for some, or just not ready. And but they're trying. They have all these ideas. They're just lacking a bit of more action. It's just what's needing to happen. Action, acting upon those ideas, those plans in their head about how they're gonna offer you. But yeah, in contrast to the Queen of Wands here, they see themselves like, oh my god, I mean, this queen, this someone that is, they see you as a light, like a, with the fire here, it's like fire, light. They feel like a moth attracted to the fire, and they just can't, um they're trying to think why I'm so attracted to this person if they're not really aware of this twin flame connection, but they feel it. They feel it. And yeah, I know I know my divine masculine is, because I have this song where it's about exactly about being attracted to a girl. He's got this song where he's so attracted to this girl, and um it's like, yeah, it's like moth being attracted to a fire. That's what the song is about. And um like this girl he respects this girl so much. At the same time, that song is like a really, there's strong like sexual desire as well. But I mean, that's that's part of union, like physical union and also spiritual union. So it's not surprising to have that part. And yeah, also as I'm healing and trying to come to terms with trying to heal the sexuality part, and it's, yeah, I mean, we've been conditioned that it's bad and it's not something you should talk about in public and stuff like that. And um, we know evidently that some divine masculines have had addictions, and some of them it's about sexual addictions. And but the more you suppress the sexuality part, the more those addictions happen in a way. And it's, and I feel like I've read that those addictions came from um where am I getting, they came from not being a, not um not having the, I'm just collecting my thoughts here. um it's, it comes from, they're just making they're just having sex, they're not making love, and they're trying to find comfort and love in all, in the wrong ways. And it's like when you are not healed, like divine masculine, let's just say divine masculine, yeah, or if you're divine feminine, if you are not healed and you are emotionally unavailable, and when you're divine, and you will be attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable as well. And if they're trying to have an um, have sex with that person. It's just um, it's just having sex on the surface. It's not. It's not. There's no. You will be addicted to it, and it's not a deeper type of sex, because it's sex should be making love. And I hope I'm making sense here, but I just had these thoughts, and I'm trying my best to express it, because I know it's significant to this. And I think that's probably why they're fearing this. The divine masculines have been fearing these connections for so long. They're because and but they can't help it, because their soul wants it. Let's just end it to that. I hope I hope you got something out of it, and I hope I'm making sense, even though I tried so hard to express what is it. But basically, your divine masculine is very, very, very attracted to you, and they can't help it anymore. um, Physically, spiritually, um, emotionally, and a strong sexual desire as well. That's what I'm getting. Extreme passion. How there's the divine masculine is currently seeing the connection. We have here the world card, and in reverse, and it's been coming up in the readings, whether it's reverse or not. And I feel like completion is coming, and um, you know how the the universe will provide you what you need, um, especially for you divine feminine that is watching, and things are coming into completion. Um, I've watched on some of the readings that within 1 to 2 months, this chapter will close, and the divine masculines have a free will to not come, to you, but in their own will. But they're feeling it. They're feeling that the doors are almost closing. That's why I feel like this Mercury retrograde is happening. All this shaking up that is happening, because it's almost coming up to their last chance to come. And I feel like, yeah, the universe will not leave you hanging anyway. But they're feeling it. The divine masculines seeing the connection, they're feeling that, like, the doors are almost closing, and um, they want to be this magician from the Page of Pentacles here. They want to be the magician, be in control now, and manifest this connection. They want this. They want it so much. Even though they fear it so much, the thing that they want the most, they fear the most. And with the word and also I'm getting divine masculine saying this connection is not finished yet. Like, let's have another chance on this. Let's not end this yet. And please don't close all the doors. And from the page, they want to be the magician. And it could also be travel for some. If it's a long distance, and they're trying to manifest what they need for example, funds. That's why we have the magician here, manifesting, and they want to step into their power and take control. And while we divine feminines, we're so guided to like sit back and relax because we've done the work so much. We've done the work, and it's the hardest thing to do when you want this connection so much, and we are so prone to, as I've already said, neediness, and you want to take control. But now I know how hard it is to not take control because I have to have serious control issues. Like the more I think what's happening is like how we divine feminines are blocking this connection is we're getting these messages that divine masculines are coming, they're coming, and then we get so excited and we get so obsessed, and we watch more than 20 videos like this on YouTube, and we're like, what's happening, and it's nice to get updates like this, but at the same time there's a thin line between getting excited and obsessing about it. And when we obsess, we want to take control, take charge, like some divine feminists want to contact them, like pressure. It's like it gives pressure to the to divine masculines. It's not helping, at all. So we have to, however how hard it is, we have to surrender control. We have to let it, like, surrender to the universe and just let it be. Trust that universe has your back. So during this time, what are the divine masculine's fears? And we have here the Six of Cups, and this is a past card for me, and I feel like the divine masculine's fears involves the past happening again, and some masculines are still living in the past. Some are still getting triggered by it, so they fear it, like in a good way though. Like when looking at this card in a good way, it's because it's coming up, those past hurts is coming up to the surface. They're getting triggered by it again, and while they're remembering you, divine feminines, and all the memories, and the past hurts and trauma is coming up to the surface for healing, and they know that they have to deal with it. Like they have to deal with it. They can't hold it in anymore, and they are constantly thinking about you. That's why I get as well. That's what I'm clearly getting. They're constantly thinking about us divine feminines. And if you're worried and if you're doubting that, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you even though they haven't taken action yet. But the fact that they're thinking about you is a progress. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. Maybe they're planning how to come to you. And with the King of Swords here in the Judgment card, I feel like this is all about fears on speaking the truth. And they want to be this King of Swords too, but they fear it. And they want to transform into this King of Swords and speak the truth, be honest and with integrity, and for renewal. It's a Judgment card in other tarot decks, and it's renewal too. And it's like coming up to the final decision, and they're fearing it because you know how this World card is about completion, and this is the final decision, and this is about as I've already been saying about like the divine making this like final call almost. um like when you're in the airport and you have the final call. And yeah, I mean, do you want to get onto the plane or not with your divine feminine? um they fearing it because it might be getting too late. It might be getting too late because it's coming into completion. Like, is it still worth saying the truth now? Like, it might be too late now to say the truth, but they want it, but they fear it at the same time. These are the divine masculine fears. So, and also getting the very impatient energy here. So now what do they want to do about it? What do they want to do about these fears, these blocks at this time? We have here the Star card, the Lovers card, and the Four of Pentacles. With the Star card here, it's hope and big plans. It represents hope and big plans. They're seeing now this connection as something to live for. Something to live for. Now, it gave them hope. They have big plans for this reunion with their divine feminine. And with the Lovers here, it's another making decisions. And now I'm getting now that it could also be about the divine feminine making decisions as well, whether to accept their divine masculine. Because if it's too late, like sometimes when it's like nearly too late, they come to you, and when you're almost like, want to move forward with your life, and then now you have to make a decision. Or sometimes you met another soulmate. It could be that, like with the divine feminine, it could possibly be we'll meet another soulmate, and now we have to choose between the divine masculine that's coming back and another one. So making decisions. But with the divine masculine here, what they want to do about it, make a decision. And it's also another 6. We have the 6 of Cups and the 6 here for the Lovers card. So it's balancing. And now they want to be on the giving part, not on the taking. Because with divine feminines, have always been mostly on the giving, and like the divine masculines don't want to take this connection for granted. They don't want to take their divine feminines for granted anymore. And the other card fell. Just gonna get it. And we have here with that decisions, we have here the 4 of Pentacles. And I feel that with the 4 of Pentacles they're just holding on tightly with their coins. They're very focused, somewhat restricted in a way. But it's about foundation, building foundation. So it makes sense coming up with the Star here with the big plans. They're trying to hold on to their coins a little too tightly, and yeah, it's about building the foundation. And I noticed here with the Stars and the Lovers, because it's nude, I feel like this is about openness and vulnerability. They want to come to the divine feminine this time, now open and vulnerable. So they're working on that. So that's a good thing. So now I have here two angels messages. Angels messages from the universe through the angels for the viewer, whether you're the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Like, who knows? I feel like there may be quite a few divine masculine that will be watching this video too. So, for the viewer, we have her release and surrender. And I will read to you. This card says, we shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. Very synchronistic with this tightly gripped, with this four of pentacles here, tight grip. And I feel like this is about, before I even did this reading, what I got is that we as divine feminines have a serious control issues, and I feel like I've already discussed about that, and now that we're needing to release and surrender that. And also focus. We have here another message from the Angels Creative Project. So, your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited, and reignites passion towards your life. And I feel like if you've been feeling like you've been guided to start a project, creative project, yeah, any project in general, it's for a purpose, and you don't have to know, release and surrender control. You don't have to know everything at once. If there is one thing that I think I've learned, and most people is learning in this journey, twin flame journey, you can't know everything. You can't like see everything, like you can't see what's gonna happen. And I think that's part of the control issues, like you're fearing the unknown, like what's gonna happen tomorrow, what's gonna happen, like when's my divine masculine's gonna come, and you want to know the exact date and time, and you're holding on it too tightly. I know it's hard, but we have to release and surrender. That's the only way we can help this journey. You can't also I'm getting is that mistakes. I feel like we're trying to control people, including our divine masculine, trying to control, like, you so want this connection so much that you're obsessed with it and trying to control your divine masculine, trying to control their actions. You can't push and pressure them. It doesn't work that way. They have to have free will, and they have to do their own healing by themselves. Now, as divine feminines, we have to focus on this. Whatever venture, whatever project it's calling for us, we have to take small steps. All you have to do sometimes when you fear it so much, just I don't know, you just have to jump right through it and just start and trust that the universe will give you what you need at the right time. Because I know personally for me, I've been constantly guided on what to do next, what kind of reading that I have to do, and all that. And although I'm not perfect. I still resist sometimes, and I'm stubborn. I'm healing on that, and I feel like I'm going through this so that I'll be able to share it with you too. And if you resonate with my reading, then that's the message for you. Whatever creative project, whatever something that focus on things that makes you happy. Be happy and whole on your own, and then your union with your divine masculine will be just the icing on the cake. I mean, yeah, this journey is not all about, I hope you're learning it by now, that this journey is not all about union. It's becoming whole and happy within ourselves so we can share it with our divine masculines, and hopefully we'll be the power couple and will inspire people just simply our presence. I feel like that's what will happen when we reunite with our divine masculines. Just our presence will make a difference to other people, and whatever. And I feel like we were put here to be of service to others. So yeah, maybe you have to start this project first, and then when your divine masculine comes, you can work on it together. Could be that. So yeah, that's long. And now, specifically for the divine masculine, divine feminines, what I asked the divine spirit, what healing we need to focus on within this week. And we have here the base chakra and compassion. Compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, gentleness. And with that, I'm using the book here. But what I got from that intuitively, with the base chakra here, to be able, we need to heal the base chakra. It's the connection to the physical. It's how you'll be able to see what you're trying to manifest into the physical. If it's your divine masculine, or it's abundance, if it's abundance for your own self, you have to, if you have blocks in base chakra, you will experience delays on that. And also from the book here, because it's about, base chakra is about the material world, physical vitality, survival, instincts, security, grounding, stability, action, perseverance, and foundation. And from the book here, it says that many people, what I've been guided to say is that many people on this spiritual path have a tendency to feel drawn towards the more ethereal powers of the higher chakras. And for me personally, I know I need a lot of grounding. We need to do grounding, because if you've awakened first, and most divine feminines awaken first, not all but most, you're so much like connected to the higher chakras, mainly like the crown, where you get the messages, and your intuition with the third eye chakra. But it's imbalanced if you're not grounding. You have to do grounding as well. With the base chakra, you have to balance your higher chakras with the lower chakras. So if you're really good with your intuition, then you might be imbalanced on your base chakra. And yeah, like if you feel more drawn to more ethereal powers of the higher chakra, but if we are not balanced here in the base chakra, these ethereal experiences are not able to be accessed and utilized in our life in a productive way. you will not see results in the physical if there's a if you there's a block on this base chakra. So, and also it's saying that the potential growth and transformation of our being can only occur if we integrate this higher realm's wisdom with our physical life here on earth. These advices, these messages that you're getting from the universe, it's only gonna work obviously if you're gonna apply it in the physical, in your real life, in your real day-to-day life. That's also what I'm getting. And your inspired thoughts and your ideas, channel them into practical, into the physical, with a grounded action in your life. Action. So yeah, if you've been called to do a project, take actions on it, because you're getting the messages. Take it onto the physical. Heal your base chakra so you can be able to heal in the physical. And if you're manifesting your twin flame counterpart, to be able to, help them, like, beyond the physical, this twin flame journey into the physical, you need to really heal this base chakra. And with the affirmations on that, we have here, I am grounded, safe, and secure. I am connected to all of life. My physical needs are abundantly met. The earth supports me. So whenever if you feel drawn to do affirmations, that would really help. And repeat those words each time you feel ungrounded. I mean, it's so nice to stay in the 5D and in the ethereal, but we have to ground it in the we have to have that balance and ground it into the physical, and yeah, that's the message for that. And we also have compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, gentleness, release. I mean, that's the message from the book. Release, accept, gently rise above your your truest path forward is the path of compassion. Release. I mean, the synchronicities is there, and also compassion. I feel like intuitively, what I got from this is we have to show compassion towards our divine masculines because it's a hard journey. We keep trying to compare ourselves, like we get frustrated, we get stressed, and that's only blocking the union. When you get frustrated and stressed, like you're focusing on the mistakes of your divine masculines, like why'd you do this for, and do this, like when you're putting that out there and you're trying to manifest this twin flame journey, it's not gonna work. It doesn't work that way. We have to come from a place of compassion. And also what I'm getting from this is that compassion to our divine masculine is not comparing. They're going through this journey, but it's different. What I'm also getting is that we went on this journey, we're going on a different way, and our divine masculine is going on it in a different way. And in the end, we're just gonna meet in the end. And also what I'm getting with this is that compassion towards yourself, divine feminines. From the book, this what I got, and it's the same message that I already got. Like, as we let go of judgment and the need to fix a situation, because we feel like we want this so much that we want to fix our divine masculines, but we can't do that. They have to do it on their own. And yeah, as we let go of judgment towards our divine masculines, and the need to fix a situation or to label things as good or bad, we begin to realize that every situation carries with it a gift, and that we each have unique lessons to learn. So all these things, whether it's a good or it's bad, like, it's all about perspectives. Whether you see it as like, whether you see it as, like, you can see it as, oh, did my divine masculines hurt me, and being in that victim mentality, and they did this to me, blaming your divine masculine. Or you could look at it that way, as a way of, like, this happened, we all may make mistakes, showing compassion, and it's an opportunity for growth for you and for your divine masculine. You can see it as an opportunity for growth. If you haven't had that experience, if you're I know we all feel like our divine masculines abandoned us, but sometimes we have to experience that to be able for us to heal that abandonment issues, you know and we have to, like, heal and learn that first. So it's a process. So show compassion for yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. I hope for some it can. I don't know. I hope it can it can happen overnight, but I feel like it's a process for most people. And also with the compassion here, it's saying you to look for the positive in your life. Remember that you are human and you are learning, growing, and evolving each day. So yeah, I feel like it's about the creative project here. Whatever's whatever's making you feel happy, making you feel more alive, focus on that for the time being. That your divine masculine is not yet with you. If it's art, if it's music, it could be anything. If it's dance, poetry, whatever. However, I don't know. It could be something you think very ridiculous, but if it makes you happy, do it. And yeah, there's progress with the divine masculines. They came from from the last reading. They came from a place of regrets and really thinking about and guilt, and now they're coming into a completion. So hopefully they will take action soon. And I hope you got something from this reading. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you want the personal one, because this is general, and all my details are down below. Thank you so much.